Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to the CSC department. So today we are going to start the actual content of the advanced Java programming. So in the last lecture we already studied about what is Java and actually its syllabus. So in the previous semester you already gone through the Java programming, that is the core Java programming. So today onwards we will see the advanced concept of Java programming. Okay. So now the first chapter name is AWT. So now in this AWT, the first point is creating a windowed program and applet. So basically there are two types. First one is applications and second is applet. So in core Java programming, we were discussing only about the console based programming, which is not user friendly actually. Okay. So what is user friendly? That is, user can easily interact with the programs. That is the basic difference between the user friendly and not friendly. That's it. Okay. Now in case of console based programming, we are not having any GUI. Okay, but the applet is the thing where you can have a GUI. Okay, like button or label, checkboxes and all. So you already gone through VB.NET in the last semester, where we have some form frame like a kind of structure with some UI purpose, UI kind of thing. That is, you can just use the mouse directly to handle any events on the form. In the same way, we have here UI in case of applet. So that's why applet is user friendly and the console based programming is not user friendly. So it is used to develop a customized software and websites. Here I mention develop customized software and websites. So now basically this is developed mainly with respect to the websites. Okay, म्हणजेच काय की आपल्याला जो ॲपलेट आहे तो आपल्याला वेब बेस्ड प्रोग्रामिंग साठी स्पेशली डेव्हलप केलाय. तरी सुद्धा आपण we can develop customized software also with the help of this Java. So now applet are the small Java programs which can be transported over the internet. So that is, in case of web server, we can transfer the whole program to the internet. So it's a this is the main thing, that is, it's a client side technology. So now here the applet is a client side technology. So now what is server side and client side? Here the programs will get control on the client side. ओके, आपण क्लायंट साइडच्या सगळ्या ब्राउझर जे आहेत त्याच्यावरती आपण रन करणार आहे. ठीक आहे, जसं आपण सांगा जस्ट आपण डिस्कस केलं की इट्स रिलेटेड टू द वेब टेक्नॉलॉजी. ओके, सो इथं वेब आहे म्हटलं सर्व्हर राहणार, क्लायंट येणार, तर आपण आपल्या क्लायंट साइड वरती रन करू शकतो. नाउ used to provide interactive feature to the web application. So that's the interactive features means you can directly interact with the server. Okay, easy. Now either they can capture the mouse input and controls like buttons and checkboxes. As I told you earlier, that is, we can have button, label, checkboxes. Okay, layout manager, like things are there in case of applet. So there are some advantages and disadvantages of the applet also, because for any new any new concept we have some disadvantages and advantages. So first of all we will discuss about the advantages. Now it is supported by most of the web browser. So there are many browsers available in the market. Okay, so like Internet Explorer and Google Chrome, Mozilla, okay, then Opera. So all these are supported by the applet. Okay, now second one is can shift the work from server to client and making a web solutions more scalable with the number of users or clients. That is, as I told you earlier, that is, here we have server and client, and basically this is more scalable than the other technologies. Why? Because we are shifting the whole thing, that is from server to the client side. Now the client will have the control over the applet programs. So here the less response time is needed. Okay, and we can scale our program, or we can, that is, it's the more scalable. Applets works on client side, so less response time. So is of course, that is, it's runs on a client side, so that's why it have some less response time, and it's easy to develop. Okay, so we can easily learn these things. Why? Because we are already aware about the OOPS concept, as we already know about the CPP, right? Again, the core Java, so it's easy to develop. And next one is applet is fast. So these are the advantages of applet. Okay, next is disadvantages of applet. So now it depends on the Java runtime environment, so which is complex and heavyweight software package. Okay, so for any Java program, as we know, that is, for any Java program we need JVM. Okay, without JVM we cannot execute any Java program, right? So that's, and again one more thing is, it's a complex and heavyweight software package. So in order to install we need at least dual core machine. Okay, so that's sometimes it takes more time, or we can say it's a heavyweight software to execute our program. Okay, that's, JVM is mandatory for all the Java programs. Now, requires plugins for the web. So there are sometimes it requires plugins for the web applications. Okay, now again there is one more thing in a browser setting, that is, we have to enable that is our browser that is Java enabled. Okay, some browser do not run Java. Okay, कधी कधी आपल्याला काही ब्राउझर्सला प्रॉब्लेम येऊ शकतो. ठीक आहे, so it doesn't support the Java. Okay, cannot start any program on the host which executes it. Okay, that is one more disadvantage of applet. Okay, so these are the general advantages and disadvantages of applet. Now we will see applet life cycle. Okay, so here there are 4 stages. First is born, running, idle and dead. So these are the main 4 stages of applet, any applet. First is born, second is running, third is idle, and last one is dead. Now there are functions available with respect to that stages here, that is init, start, stop, destroy and paint. So each function will have its own existence, okay, and its own meaning. Okay, that is, first of all we will discuss about the init function. So now init, so intended for the whatever initialization is needed for your applet. So it is called after the param tags inside the applet tag have been processed. So आपण आता पण जे काही जावाचे प्रोग्राम केलेत, जे काही जावा ॲपलेटचे प्रोग्राम केलेत इन द प्रिव्हियस सेमिस्टर, तिथं आपण काय करतो, ॲपलेट टॅग आपल्या प्रोग्रामच्या टॉपला टाकत होतो, या बॉटमला आपण टाकू शकता, काय अडचण नाही. तसंच आपल्याला जिथं आपला परम टॅग असतो पॅरामीटर्सचा, परम स्टँड्स फॉर पॅरामीटर टॅग, तिथं आपण ते इनिट ऍक्च्युअली प्रोसेस होतो. ओके, सो कोणताही ॲपलेट प्रोग्राम रन करायच्या आधी आपल्याला इनिट हा फंक्शन प्रोसेस झालेला असतो. दॅट इज इंटेंडेड फॉर whatever initialization is needed for your applet, it is called after the param tag inside the applet have been processed. म्हणजे आपला जो applet tag आहे तो आल्यानंतर हा ऑटोमॅटिकली प्रोसेस होतो. ठीक आहे, त्यानंतर महत्वाचं इनिट फंक्शन जे आहे तिथं आपल्याला जे काय ॲपलेटचं इनिशियलायझेशन करायचं आहे, म्हणजे आपल्याला जसं आपण काय करतो की आपल्या ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड प्रोग्रामिंग मध्ये जो आपण कन्स्ट्रक्टर साठी यूज करतो, कन्स्ट्रक्टरचा मेन यूज काय करतो आपण, की आपल्याला काही व्हेरिएबल इनिशियलाइज करायचे असतील, त्याला व्हॅल्यू काय सेट करायचे असतील, त्या केसमध्ये आपण कन्स्ट्रक्टर यूज करतो. इन द सेम वे जर आपल्याला ॲपलेटचे काही फिक्स सेटिंग करायचे असतील तर आपण शक्यतो ते इनिट मध्ये यूज करतो. जसं की आपला सेट बॅकग्राऊंड कलर, सेट फोरग्राऊंड कलर, किंवा जे काय तुम्हाला ग्लोबल UI सेटिंग ठेवायचे आहे ते तुम्ही इनिट मध्ये करू शकता. ठीक आहे, त्यानंतर नेक्स्ट स्टार्ट मेथड कॉल्ड आफ्टर द ब्राउझर कॉल्स द इनिट मेथड. ओके, इट इज कॉल्ड whenever the user returns the page containing the applet after having gone off to the page. जसं आपलं init फंक्शन कॉल होतं स्टार्ट फंक्शन ऑटोमॅटिकली कॉल होतं, तर स्पेशली कॉल करावं लागत नाही. ठीक आहे, स्टार्टला आपल्याला स्पेशली कॉल करावा लागत नाही, तो फंक्शन आहे तो ऑटोमॅटिकली कॉल होतो. ठीक आहे, म्हणजे तुम्ही तुमच्या ऍपलेटचा प्रोग्राम तुम्ही स्टार्ट केला, तुम्ही आपल्या ऍपलेट टॅग मध्ये आपण सगळे पॅरामीटर्स टाकले, इनिट फंक्शन कॉल झाला, त्यामध्ये तुम्ही इनिट फंक्शन मध्ये तुम्ही सेटिंग करून ठेवू शकता. इनिट झाल्यानंतर तुमचा हा फंक्शन जो आहे तो स्टार्ट फंक्शन तो ऑटोमॅटिकली कॉल होतो. आफ्टर कॉलिंग स्टार्ट मेथड इन applet, your applet goes into the running stage. ओके, आता रनिंग स्टेज म्हणजे काय की तुमचा ऍपलेट ऍक्च्युअली ऍक्शन मध्ये आलाय. ठीक आहे, आपला जो ऍपलेट आहे तो ऍक्च्युअली प्रोसेस मध्ये आलेला आहे. आता इथं तुम्हाला दाखवलंय, इथं पेंट मेथड आहे, दिस पेंट मेथड. ओके, दिस पेंट मेथड इट इज ऍक्च्युअली इन पिक्चर इन युअर this running stage. Okay, so now look at this point, paint method. Okay, invoked immediately after the start method, and also anytime the applet needs to repaint itself in the browser. The paint method is actually inherited from the java.awt package. So now here be careful about this package AWT. Here the package is small AWT. Okay, so as we know that is a package name always starts with a small letter and class name starts with a capital. So capital AWT is a class and small AWT is a your package. Okay, so paint. Okay, now one more thing, this is similar to the thread concept. Okay, in the thread we also have these stages and functions. Okay, in the same way here we have these functions. There is more similarity in between the thread and this applet, so don't confuse in between the life cycle of thread and life cycle of applet. So whatever we write the program for the applet, we mostly we write in this paint method. जे काय आपल्याला डिस्प्ले करायचं आहे किंवा एखादा ऍक्टिव्हिटी करायची आहे ऍपलेट मध्ये, ती आपण टोटली पेंट मध्ये करतो, कारण पेंट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ रनिंग स्टेज. ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट इज स्टॉप मेथड. ओके, automatically called when the user move off the page on which its applet sits, and it can therefore be called as a repeatedly in the same applet. Okay, now come to the back slide, previous slide. So here we have one more stage, that is the idle stage. Now look at this arrows carefully. After running stage, when we call the stop method, it doesn't mean that it will kill the applet. It will go to the idle stage only. Okay, it will go to the idle stage. This idle stage doesn't mean that it kills the applet. We can say it's a holding stage. Okay, हे काय होल्डिंग स्टेज आहे. ज्यावेळी तुम्हाला पुन्हा एकदा तो applet कॉल करायचा असतो, we can again call the start method or repaint method. Okay, start method or repaint method. Okay, after calling repaint method, again the applet will go into the running stage. Okay, in the running stage. Okay, and in this way this will work out. Okay, now automatically call, that is stop method will automatically call when the user move off the page. that is आपण जेव्हा आपल्या applet चा कंट्रोल चेंज करतो त्यावेळी तो stop method कॉल होते. Now the next is dead stage. This is the dead stage and destroy function. Now here this method is called only when browser shut down normally. This method is only called when the browser shut down normally. Okay, जेव्हा तुम्ही ब्राउझर क्लोज करता, ठीक आहे, तुम्ही जेव्हा ब्राउझर क्लोज करता त्यावेळी तो ऑटोमॅटिकली तुमचा डिस्ट्रॉय मेथड कॉल होतो. The same thing is applicable for applet where also. When we closes the applet where, destroy method get automatically called. Because applets are meant to live on HTML pages or applet viewer, you should not normally leave the resources behind after the after the user leaves the page that contains the applet. म्हणजेच काय की बाबा तुम्हाला ज्यावेळी applet where किंवा वेब ब्राउझर ज्यावेळी तुम्ही क्लोज करत असता त्यावेळी तुमचे सगळे रिसोर्सेस फ्री व्हायला पाहिजे. ओके, त्यासाठी आपल्याला डिस्ट्रॉय मेथड ही यूज करायची असते. Okay, so now this is about the first part of your applet. Okay, so now we will stop here. So we will meet in the next lecture.